Hi there, Know Thy Future brings you another video on palmistry. Before we get into the video, three things I'd like to mention. First, I will be offering a transcript of this video as most probably as a message on Fiverr. So I've also mentioned in the Chinese zodiac reading, I'll be transcribing that video, both videos. So I'm just mentioning it here because I'm not sure which video will be uploaded first. So secondly, palmistry is 70 to 80% accurate. Nothing is fixed in life. What we think is reflected on our palms. So don't think what I will say will be 100% accurate. Follow palmistry smartly, not blindly. It's just for fun. Third is death cannot be told via any fortune telling system, palmistry, astrology, numerology. If anyone looks at your palm or looks at your birth chart, says that you will die on this and that date, so that is totally false. I'm from Pakistan. My English is not that accented, so that's why it was a good idea for the transcript. So if you are having trouble understanding me, remember to listen to the read the transcript, so it will be clearer. I will go to the fingers, the thumb, then the mouth, which are the regions on the palm, then the line and size on the palm. I will go step by step and I will make myself absolutely as clear and precise as possible. So here we go. This is gonna be fun. Let's go to it. So first of all, if we see the finger setting, now the finger setting is not good because first we see that there are two types of finger settings. One is the balanced arc. Now yours is the more common version of that. The little finger is low set, then these two fingers are high set, then the Jupiter finger is low set. Now why is this a disadvantage? Now basically what happens is that the person is lacking the quality of Jupiter and Mercury. This is the Jupiter is ambition. So it won't be that you're lacking ambition, it would be that you're not putting in that much effort as needed. Mercury, when it is low set, that means the little finger, that means circumstances have been against the subject in many situations. So there might be general bad luck to you, but not towards your family. Like you are in America now, so that's a lucky situation, but you might have struggled a lot to get there. So the person is a bit of, he can't rely on luck. This type of person cannot rely on luck. They have to rely more on effort. This is what I tell people, the first most from the fingers themselves, that work harder and put more effort, because there might be some general laziness. Maybe the parents are definitely, I would say, middle class or upper middle class. They are definitely not poor. This I can say from the palm, overall palm, and the shape of the palm, that the parents have enough money that this person lived comfortably at least at one period of time. This person is not without money or property, and there might be a sizable property for him later on, or he will build or receive property, and I will go into the reading as more into it. So there's general. So the thing is that when the person is from middle class, even the middle class people, they struggle to work harder than other people. Like basically, I'm just saying that you must have to work harder to get more luck. Your luck is what do you say, equal to the hard work you put in to everything. So it's not like you're naturally lucky when the balanced arc is there. So when the balanced arc is there, so basically it means that the person is naturally, like, balanced. So they don't have a lack of self-esteem issues or a lack of, what you say, leadership issues. So they have the mounts developed, because the fingers are very important that they be arranged on the balanced arc. So this is what I can see from the fingers, that you need to put, you will get the job opportunities, no problem, but you will get even more job opportunities, and you will even avail these job opportunities if you work harder. Now we see the fingers themselves. The third finger is longer. This person is a risk taker. This person likes to take risks. This person can be a good business person. This person can get into the stock market. This person can make a good communicator. This person is like, they have this, they will have luck in, if they take risks, I think they are a big risk taker. Then they will have a lot of success. So anything to do with business, the stock market, import, export, later on, maybe you're too young right now, but if you go into that field, if you go into trade, it's very lucky. Business studies, anything to do with business is very lucky for you. And you'll find that even if you gamble, which I don't suggest because people lose money, or you might have a very high chance of, like, even winning the lottery or winning extra money and doing stuff like that. Even freelancing in the 20s, then making a freelancing business in the 30s, mid 30s, will be beneficial for you. That's all I can see from the Apollo finger. The Apollo finger is that of talent. So there's some talent which will bring you money. You are more of a lover of art than a creator of art. You are more of a lover of fiction than a creator of fiction. That is also seen by your palm, alone by the finger. Now, where you lack is actually, you lack leadership skills and this is the Jupiter finger is not that strong. So here I suggest always in your 20s work under someone, get a mentor, uh, do like when the Jupiter finger is weak. When it is strong, when it is the opposite case, that I mean that I would say that's why I'm not rushing you into business or entrepreneurship, because you don't have the required experience. Some people, they like Mark Zuckerberg and etc, what they do is they initially get the success because their Jupiter finger is strong. So the Jupiter finger shows self-esteem, self-confidence, and leadership abilities. Your Jupiter finger is weak, which shows actually it is actually also a good sign, because what it means that you are more you will like see some people become the president, some people become the vice president. So the vice president are likely people who have this kind of finger, the low side, because they are behind the president, but as you see they still have status and authority and whatever, they're important. So it's same with you. You are kind of like the second person in command, and you might never reach the highest command. And that's not advice, because you might start becoming a dictator. Yeah, this actually happens, that if you see dictators like how do you say, Hitler and such, they have these kind of low set fingers. So what happens is they, when they get power, they start abusing it. So that's why I avoid you to take leadership positions. I advise you to first work under someone, become more hardworking, and also when you start your business, to start it as a partnership, equal 50-50, because if you take everything on your own, one, you can't handle it, and two, you might become dictatorial. So there's that. Now the little finger being low set means that you will have a bit harder time in communicating with other people. Maybe you are very selective about who you communicate with, and what do you say, the communicative abilities. Like as I said, you are a good communicator, but they were lacking in the childhood, especially in the 20s. So you will the 20s won't be. See, one thing is when you are now you've reached America, so now you're working, you're giving effort, and when you were in Vietnam, especially, the parents were paying for everything. So now you see a full change of the life. So the little finger being low set means that there you didn't have the necessary street smart skills. So basically you are smart, but you need to be street smart. So the 20s will be spent with hard, like there will be lessons learned that will make you street smart, make you smarter in the social life. So this is why the little finger is not that developed, or the Mercury finger is not that developed, because you need this, what do you say, you need to have that experience and stuff. But you might be good in expressing your thoughts. You might have that, because there's another sign contradicting what I'm saying. But you, until the 20s are gone, you won't have that necessary experience which makes people street smart, which you can be fooled by some things, or some you might be tempted to take shortcuts in life, and don't do that. Okay, now we go to the thumb. So the thumb is good. It's not too long, it's not too short. If it's too short, the person thinks too much with their heart. If it's too long, the person thinks too much with their head, and they generally long thumbs are with the leadership. So I like this in the middle thumb, the middle length of the thumb, because this person can work under people and not be not get the chance to abuse their authority, and they are very respectful to their elders and their boss as well, and they are generally, like, you know, they are good employees than employers. We also see the phoenix eye here. So the phoenix eye gives a bit of the person intuition, like you could be able to predict things. So maybe if you, as I said, you go into the stock market, or as a, I think even in computer science, in any field where there's a bit of guesswork involved, or a bit of using intuition, because intuition is predicting things. So you might have talent there, and you might have a very slight interest in, or maybe a high interest in palmistry and astrology. I also have the phoenix eye, and I do work and earn from fortune telling. So maybe if you have interest, you go and watch my channel, Know Thy Future. You might develop an interest in palmistry, and maybe even use it in your professional freelancing life. But a slight interest, not a very big interest you have. Now the problem with this type of thumb is it's very, what do you say, it's a kind of perfectionist thumb. Like you like perfectionism in everything. You don't like half done things, but you have the capacity to execute your decisions well. The good thing is that the logic phalange is also good. So this Shamthos, one, that shows that the person doesn't make stupid decisions, because they think before they act, and they execute their plans well. So there's that. So you don't face, like as I say, as you are in America, your self-confidence will grow, which was not that high in Vietnam. So you'll see that you will be making decisions on your own and stuff from now onwards, etc. So we see that happening. So the thumb is very good. There are no problems with the thumb at all, except for maybe rigidity and stubbornness, and not changing the person. Like if someone gives them advice and they don't listen to the advice, or be very stubborn. So stubbornness is also good and bad. Like you could be stubborn and be successful, and you could be stubborn and be unsuccessful. It's more of a double-edged sword. Now we go to the mounts. Now we see the mounts which are developed. We see that the Mars is very protruded. Now when the Mars is protruded, the person is very what you say, mentally strong, and they cannot be easily discouraged. There is like this strength in them. So again, maybe parents were from the military or police background. Maybe this person your Mars is positive. So basically, investigative work in the police and this can also be good, but mainly in business there's a lot of competition. So as I suggested, that when you go into the business in your mid-30s, become an entrepreneur with the street smarts, you will be facing a lot of competition. So this Mars is important, because some people, like Jeff Bezos, he succeeded because he was not only smart, he was resilient. Like if you see Amazon, when the 90s was happening, you see so many tech companies there. They're not there anymore in the 21st century, because he adapted. He predicted what would happen. So that's your type of personality, that you see what's coming, and you are like unafraid. Like you're brave. Bravery is there. So even going into dangerous territory, taking risks. So business, I would advise, is very good for you. Even politics is good for you, in the sense that you could be a very aggressive politician. The only thing is that the Jupiter finger, it shows that even you might become a very dictatorial politician. So yeah, it's not that advice. But anything to do if you do business with politicians, like with people who are in politics, you do business with them, you do work for them, but don't take authority or don't go into a leadership position, you'll be fine. So there's that as well. So that's the strongest mount on the palm. So we also see that the Venus mount is not that strong, it's normal. But we see that this person will not have any sexual issues, fertility issues, and they are likely to easily attract partners when they want to. They won't have any problem in the relationship side. Because the Venus mount is normal. The Venus mount is not too developed. Venus mount is not too underdeveloped. So when it's normal, it just shows that maybe more effort is needed in the professional life. As I said, you must work harder and such. So the Venus mount is positive. 2 minimum children you will have. So overall, this hand is very, it's not a straightforward personality. This person is very unique, because usually the hand is square shaped. So here we see the rectangular shape of the hand, which means that this person has their own thoughts on some things. This person is very independent, and they want to be independent. Once I go to the lines, you will understand this. Now, first of all, we go to the heart line. Now we see the heart line is excellent. As I said before, that the heart line should be like ending. It's actually ending somewhere here. So basically, the heart line is between Jupiter and Saturn. So this shows that the person is balanced. If it ends only here, the person is very materialistic, or the only thing he wants from opposite sex, or any gender who they are attracted to, is sex, and they are like after looks. He is a beauty lover, as I said before, but he wants true love as well. So this and if it goes all the way towards here, this person is like, they will do anything for love. They might even marry a housemaid if they are manipulated into that. So this person takes decisions very well in the choosing of the partner. So when the time will come for marriage or a relationship, whenever the time comes, it could be the mid-20s, it could be the early 30s, it depends on this person. It's their choice, because they're very independent minded. They don't do things according to, oh, my parents are saying get married. So arranged marriage is very less likely, unless you consent to it yourself. So this person is very, like, this person is in the heart matters. They are not leaning towards more to the heart or the head. They are very balanced. So in the love life, it will be good. It will be very good. Now we see what is most standing out, which we will see is that the headline and the headline and lifeline are separate at the start. Now usually what happens is these two lines are connected, and then they separate around when the person runs 25. So now this means that before 25, the person has gone into a situation that requires they stand on their own 2 feet. So that's why in America now. As I said, but the person has this personality that they want to be independent as soon as possible. They have this inner need to be away from their parents, not like that they hate their parents, but they want their own thing. They don't prefer the family business. They prefer the foreign country. They don't prefer their home country. They want to be financially independent as soon as possible. Own car, own property, own house, own like their own things. and they don't like taking advice from others, and they don't even if they get advice from others, they don't like taking advice from others. Even if they hear advice from others, they do their own thing. So this person is very independent and very confident in the inside, and it will take some time to adjust to American life because the little finger is low set, and when those street smarts come into play, this person will make an excellent what do you say that word, sorry, business entrepreneur. But that will happen in the 30s. I will say the 30s will be better than the 20s. The 20s will be a bit of a struggle because the lines are also dark in the 20s. When they're dark, that means the person is exerting too much of themselves or working twice as hard because they have come to a new environment. So there's that. This is seen from the, so whenever the head and lifeline are separate, you will see that many people who are at an early age successful. This is actually a very controversial statement. Many people say that when the head and lifeline are separate, the person can achieve exceptional success in the early life, which is the 20s. But no, that is seen. This is only the person's mindset that they want to be early successful. But the fate line will show the timing of the success. So there's that. Okay, we also now we go to the fate line and another line which is very excellent, which I will mention soon. Okay, so basically what will happen is that this person is now, this line starts at 25. So at 25, they will start working extremely hard. This is the time when they will fully rely on their efforts and concentrate less on getting money from other people or getting money sent from their family from Vietnam or such. As I said, their family might be middle class. This person's life is tied to travel. If you see, yeah, before I go to that, if you see the headline, it is straight at the start, then going downwards. So only people with a middle class family have this kind of headline because they allow the see, a person with a very straight headline has been through a very rough childhood, even poor childhood, because their mentality has not allowed them to develop their creativity. But because of them having access to creative work such as movies and such, and they might be movie and music lovers, there has always been like what you say, access to this stuff. So they have lived a more comfortable life than other people in their country. We also see this line, see this is a travel line, so it's joining the headline. So they have always wanted to immigrate, and they have always thought in their minds that if I go farther away from my hometown, I will get more success. So that is very true. I would advise going farther away from your country and you will gain more success. And this I will now show by the fate line. Now the fate line, where is it emerging from? The Mount of Moon. The Mount of Moon is the planet of, it's basically the planet which shows that the person will get foreign settlement and that they earn more from foreign entities than their own. So basically I'll give an example of myself. I was in the UAE in the Middle East, but I'm come back to my home country, so I didn't get a job here, even though I got my degree from there. So what happened was that someone there offered me a job, outsourced me in a company based in Dubai. So I do content writing from them, and I earn now twice as much as the average Pakistani content writer, because they're in Pakistan, I mean, it's like maybe like Vietnam, but maybe even worse, that the average salary is very low monthly salary. So now I'm earning a lot from freelancing and content writing because my fate line is like this. So even though I'm in my own country, I'm earning from abroad. I'm earning from you guys. I'm earning from abroad. I'm getting more luck from abroad. I'm eventually going to, because I've seen my hand, I'm eventually going to Canada, because in the UAE you cannot get nationality because you know, it's different there. So citizenship you can only not get in the Gulf states, but you can get in America, Canada and such. So I will eventually be going to Canada or America by saving money. So I'm just saying that these people, when the fate line is come from the Mount of Moon, there are three things to come into mind. First, that parents are middle class or upper middle class, that is assured. Secondly, the person will be doing freelance work, 2 to 3 jobs. The financial stability won't be there until they enter their 36th year. Okay, basically the 30s will be better, but the 20s will be spent doing freelance work. I have no financial stability. I am working freelance. The projects I am given are dependent on the employer or on the what do you say, the client. So that's why, even though, and the funny thing, even if this person is freelancing, they will be earning a lot more than they could earn in their home country. Like me, I'm earning a lot. I'm not, many people know even that I'm employed by the company in Dubai. So I'm just saying that these are two things to note, that the first, the parents are not poor. Second thing is, and they do help a lot in the finances. The second thing is the person is what you say, there is some connection with the foreign land, that even if they are in Vietnam, if you go there and you were there, your English might be excellent, because you studied English only to like you might be actually better in the English language than in your own language. You might even not know your own language or write your own language or such. So this is this foreign success, this abroad success, which is in the palm of the people with the Mount of Moon fate line. And now you can go to my channel. The latest video I've made actually on Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder. And if you see that whole video, you will see that he also has this kind of headline and this kind of fate line. So please watch that video. I recommend my channel, and you will also understand your palm reading more, because I've explained the Mount of Moon fate line in detail there. So these are the two things. Now the third thing is that this person will find a lot of success. I don't know if you're straight or gay. So basically, if you're a man, and I'm just giving an example. If you are straight, I'm giving an example. I'm not I'm not anti-LGBT. So I'm just giving an example. So if you're straight and you're a guy, so these people find more success after entering a relationship, because as I said, these people are the ones who, if I give Jeff Bezos' example, he met his wife, and then his wife inspired him to open the Amazon bookstore. So the first thing was a bookstore, and it's still the most successful out of the Amazon products. The Kindle is the most successful product, because his wife was a writer, he was a businessman. So similar to you, when you meet your life partner, whenever it is, maybe it could even be at 25, meet your girlfriend, whoever it is, what will happen? And they will most likely be not from your land, they will most likely be from another ethnicity, another culture, most probably from America, even be American, because the Mount of Moon fate line shows the partner is also coming from the America. Like if I give my example, I was in a relationship in UAE, but the girl was, even though she was Pakistani, she was UAE based. She like me spent her whole life in UAE. So that's where you will be going. You will, even if you meet a Vietnamese in America, they will already have the nationality. So even if you marry for nationality, I won't be surprised, because there's foreign luck. So anything to do with the foreign country, anything to do with America, anything to do with the developed countries who give you citizenship, and eventually you will settle in the developed country, you won't go back unless that's to do with like just visiting the family. But don't go back for a long time, because there's bad luck in your country. These people, the Mount of Moon fate line people, don't get good opportunities in their own country. So if you're thinking, I'll get the education, the degree, the job experience, go to my own country and open a business or such, or work in my family business or such, I advise against it. Stay abroad and there will be a lot of success. So that's all I can say for the Mount of Moon fate line. But go to my channel, subscribe there, watch the Jeff Bezos videos, and you will understand it even more deeply. Okay, so as I said, at 25, most likely you will meet your partner, and this will propel you to put in more effort into your life. But as you see, the fate line is changing direction. See, it's not going like this. Usually it goes like this. But here we see that the fate line is changing direction here. So what is this age? 36. So you will change careers, you will open okay, now it's not a fixed date, nothing is fixed. It could also be like 32, 33, or it will be 32 plus. It's not likely to be 36, but usually it's 36. So what will happen is at that 36 you will most likely start a business, and you will be earning from both the job you are doing, because you will be having a higher salary, and the business. So there will be two things. Why I say two things? Because see, there is also this line coming. So this is even better than the having a good fate line. This means that the person gains property or does does an investment that pays off at 36. So as you see, these two lines are coinciding. So basically this is the career change, so and such and such and such. So basically I'm just saying that at 36 there will be there will be a gaining of property or something at the age of 36, or some investment which will pay off. Maybe you were trying before to open up a business, but this, or maybe you tried 2-3 businesses and one of them at 36 blows up and you get a lot of success. So you see that there is a lot of success at these two lines. They show that the person alongside their main job, they gained some, maybe they gained the, maybe you also there, it shows gains. Basically this line coming from the lifeline at 36 shows gains. So it could be at 36 you finally paid the mortgage, completed the mortgage payment on your house, you finally got the foreign settlement, citizenship, green card, something. You got something at 36 which was an achievement which will be the biggest achievement of your life. So that age will be very beneficial for you. And the mid-30s are always good for lunar subjects, the people with the Mount of Mood trade line. So this is what I can say from the ages. Now, why I say you will be foreign settled, because see, this lifeline is going outwards. See, this is the lifeline. It is going outwards. It's not going inwards. When it goes outwards, what does it mean? That the person is settling abroad. If it goes inwards, this is like, if it goes very inwards, it means the person is even if they don't plan to go stay abroad, circumstances force them to come back to their home country. So here is again another sign of foreign settlement. Now, what is this line going upwards and going towards Mercury? This is that at 70, the person will like, basically what happens is, I think at 70 the person will be so very, very extremely well settled. And if it's going towards Mercury, this is again property. So it means that the person will, like, you will become very rich at 36, but you will become extremely rich, and after 70 age you won't have to work. Like see, 55, 60 is the retirement age, but some people, they still work for fun, like after that. But here we see that at 70 you will like make such a you will get such a financial gain, because you see the line is so long going towards Mercury, which is the domain of commerce. You will gain such a financial gain from business, which could even make you a millionaire. Like, I'm not even joking, I'm not even raising your hopes. So at 70 you will gain a big house, and you will basically retire at 70. And I don't think you will work very for long, because as we see, there is no strong fate line after 55. So I could say you will earn so much in your 30s and 40s, especially your 40s and early 50s, that you have the capacity to retire early. So there's that as well. So there's no this very strong single line, which means that the person has to work continuously and till their date of death and such. So there's no actually the old age will be the best period, because the person will be financially settled. Now we have seen the whole. I think there's nothing else to cover up. Just let me check the hand a bit. So no, there's nothing that much to cover up. There is this, basically there is this what do you say, line of girdle of Venus. So this just makes the person extra, it actually adds sensuality. So maybe in your 20s you have a very high sex drive and desire for women, because your Mars is also strong. So desire for a woman of especially the other culture, maybe blonde woman and such, and maybe a bit of addiction to pornography is there, but that is not an addiction. Everyone watches it, so that is nothing to be concerned about. This just the girdle of Venus. The Venus is the goddess of love and sex, and Mars is the planet of sex. So this just makes a person has an extra sex drive. So yeah, as I said, you might find a partner early at 25, form a long-lasting relationship with them, and you might be surprised that they might help you out in your business when you decide to open it at most probably 32. So meeting your life partner at 25 won't be a surprise. Maybe it's your first girlfriend. So I hope I made myself clear. I could be totally wrong about everything I said, because it's palmistry and I'm not the best palmist out there. There might be higher rated palmists. There will be higher rated palmists, but I try my best. So there will also be a transcript of this video. As I said, my English is not accented, as I've spent time in Middle East, where English is not the main language. There's Arabic there. So I've said all I can say about the poem. I will be messaging the transcript, and if it's possible, I think this user name has already left a review, but if there is an option to review the video, please leave an honest review of this reading. It will also be published if there's a review option. And all I can say, if you like the video, whoever's poem this is, please refer other people to me. Whoever you refer will get a reading with this amount of detail in $10. The other thing is, I also do Chinese astrology, astronumerology. So if you want that too, that I can also offer you at a discount of $10 each. So take care. I look forward to watching. Forward to you watching this video and reading the transcript to make things clearer. Have a nice day.